Alright, welcome back everybody. So we're going to be going over the build I've been playing right now to speed farm and level. It's been handing me drops for this build and I've been trying to resist, but as you can see on my skill bar, we are playing the Bone Spear build. And yeah, it is nuts, and I suggest at least playing it once if you're playing Necro. It was pretty easy to gear up as the drops just kept coming, so I imagine that they are not the hardest to roll. So I'll give you a quick oversight of my gear. This isn't a build guide or anything, just a little update of what I've been up to and how I've been clearing real fast. These gloves are very well rolled. I'm happy with these ones. I've gotten multiple decent rolled, or not decent rolls, but all good stats with mediocre rolls. And I've been just trying to farm up gear for my next build, as I have a lot I want to play, so I figured I might as well play something that can farm really fast. I just kind of followed a build guide on D4 build planners, and yeah, I just went with that for the Paragon tree. It's really easy to play. This is a tier 62. I tweaked some of the build planners so that I would generate blood orbs and pick them up to get fortify. This build didn't have fortify in it before, and it helped my survivability a ton. You don't need max damage all the time. As you can see, I'm clearing things just fine. We are running Lidless Wall in this build. So that makes us get these unstoppable, not unstoppable, but just non-stop bone storms. But since we are running Barber, I do not have the Bone Storm aspect giving us a barrier, but it does help proc lucky hits and give us mana back and kill things. As we're bone build, it's doing some damage now. My mana regeneration is just enough to keep me up enough in groups like this, but when we get to single target, you'll see that I run out. I just hope to kill the boss within one of my mana pools, or else it gets a little slow. But in these situations, you do alright. You just get a ton of damage going out. This build is very squishy though, so that is why I opted to go the Blood Orb route and lose a little bit of damage. But it is so strong that you kill most of everything before you have to touch it. The one thing it does struggle with though is barriers. Those big purple barriers. There's when your bone spears come back, the projectiles get blocked by the barrier, and that's where most of your damage comes from. You don't get the extra damage from your bone splinters coming off your bone spear, and it creates a world of problems for you. I've had runs from tanky monsters that were like the boss for the dungeon, but it was an elite with a suppression barrier, and I almost could not kill it. And I haven't really come across that often, but when you do, it does not feel good. Okay, here we go. So the idea here is if you can group up enemies around the suppression guy so they explode and kill him. Or get him near a wall like he is right now and they'll bounce back and get him. So that was easy. But if you use your terrain to your advantage, when the bone spear hits a wall, the bone splinters get knocked off the wall. Meaning that they're not going to go outside the barrier. Trick is to get him near a wall, so I got lucky there. Ooh. Bad positioning. Yeah, that's the build. Easy alders clear. My sigils, I've just been leveling them all up to level 15 so I can make different builds easily. And hopefully I have enough gear saved up and enough material saved up to get enough gear to make a couple of these builds happen here soon. Until then, I'm just going to keep spamming these dungeons, clearing them as fast as possible with this build. It's nuts, and you should give it a try. If you learned something or enjoyed the content, like and subscribe. We're going to be coming out with a couple build guides with a new necromancer that I haven't seen been played yet, so stay tuned for that. Thanks.